Welcome to our Make It Monday, my craft instead of run day. It's my fun day, my play with my glue gun day. Welcome to our Make It Monday. I am your host, Holly, lead librarian for North Muskegon, and this is for our October craft, which means, of course, pumpkins. It's pretty much required in October that we do some kind of pumpkin. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them with an iron fist. We are going to make these cute little felt ruffled pumpkins. They look complicated. I promise you they are not. First, as always, we're going to start with what we need for this craft. So you're going to need a 4 or 5 inch foam ball. You can get these at Joann's. You can get these. There's a company online that does all kinds of foam balls that you can get them in bulk for super cheap. You get them on Amazon, super cheap. We're going to need about 10 pieces of orange felt, which are 33 cents a piece at Hobby Lobby. You're going to need some kind of sewing pins. They don't have to be that long. These are not that long at all. A pair of scissors. You're going to need a stick. So go outside, get a stick about 4 inches long. That's going to be used for your stem. You're going to need something that is circular that's about 3 inches across to trace your circles. So I found this cute little bucket and it's 3 inches on the bottom, so that's what I used. For your stem, you're going to either want to use a piece of ribbon, which you can just have a little piece sticking out and it'll look cute, or since our last 2 craft programs, we're done with fake flowers. I have all of these leaves left over, so that's what I'm using for mine. And then you need a pen to trace. So your very first step is going to be taking your foam ball and you're going to cut off the bottoms of both sides so it sits flat. Then you're going to take your stick and you're going to poke it in the top. Probably leave it out about that far because once the ruffles come up on it, it's going to obscure more of the stick. If you want to, if that's not deep enough, you can always shove it in there deeper. So our very first step, besides that, is to take your felt sheets and trace your circles. So you put it on there and you trace as many circles as you can fit on the foam, the felt. So trace your circles. So eventually it looks like this sheet here. I've got one hanging off the side, sorry. Okay, so then once you have all of your circles traced, all 10 sheets, and this is going to take you the longest time, is you are going to cut them out. And I am not going to sit here and cut out 10 sheets because we would be here forever. I just need to get you guys the basics for how to get this done, and we will move on. So I've got this one. I'm cutting it out. See, even cutting one takes a little bit of time. Can you imagine if I sat here and did all 10 sheets? We would be here for hours. And I'm going to finish cutting this one that I started earlier. So you get all done cutting. You've got a giant pile of circles sitting here. So now it's time to figure out how are we sticking them to these pumpkins. That is super simple. So that's when the pins come in. So I put a little pile in front of me. It's easier to grab that way. Take your circle, fold it in half. So it looks like this, and then you're gonna fold it in half one more time. So it's gonna look like this. Then you're gonna take one of those pins and stick it right through the bottom so it goes through all 4 layers. Start at the very top and push the pin in, and you can see it makes the ruffled shape. You're going to start at the top and keep going all the way around until you hit the bottom. So in the interest, again, of saving everybody's time, so you don't have to watch me put in like 100 of these things on one, I have one that I started earlier, that's halfway done. So I'm just going to take this one and put my already cut out circles here. And the object is, the only thing you're gonna watch for is you're trying to cover up the white space that you can see. So again, I'm gonna take my little ones that I've already cut and folded, put a pin in them, put that in, take another one. And as you can see, it really starts to get ruffly once you put them all on. Now, what I want to mention while I'm sitting here doing this is you're not going to go all the way to the bottom of this pumpkin because it still has to sit flat. So as long as when you're staring at it, you can't see the bottom, that's about as far as you want to go with the felt circles. So again, we take it, fold it in half again so it's like a little triangle, put the pin in it, and secure the pin to our pumpkin. So I'm just going to sit here for a minute and keep going. Fold it, pin it. And like I said, if you see like any open white space, you can always unpin it, move it over so it covers that space. I like to kind of pick up the edges of one and put the next one kind of close to underneath it so it does cover that white space. I'm just going to keep going. This one's really pretty easy and I think it looks cute. I've also seen people get white and yellow and orange and do like a candy corn themed pumpkin, which looks really cute too. So I'm gonna take another one and try to push that one up and put it right here. So really easy. Like I said, a little time consuming on the cutting, but other than that, it really comes together pretty quick once you have all the cutting done, because then you're just doing the pinning. And you keep pinning them in. And like I said, you can arrange it, like push the felt over a little bit if you've got an open white spot, just kind of move your felt around until it gets all covered up. Fold it, pin it. Fold it, pin it. You just keep going with that little mantra there, and I'm going to tip it on its side so I have better access to where I'm trying to pin right now. Like I said, just arrange it a little bit if it's not covering all the white, because you want to look at it from a distance and not see a bunch of white. This pin's kind of poking out, so let me push that in. And we're almost done. See, I do have a lot of white exposed on the bottom, but then once you tip it up, when it's sitting flat, you don't see that anymore. And we really want it so it sits flat. So if you went too far, just pull a couple out. Keep going. I've got like 2 more to put in, so we'll put this one in right about here. If you want to, you can take just one circle that's like cut out one of these circles and then pin it to the bottom, so that's all orange. But there you have where you can't see the white anymore. So very last step, I'll put it closer so you can see it. This one I don't even really have to hot glue in. I could just tuck it in there and you have your pumpkin. Super cute, super easy. You can make these pretty much out of any colors. You go from this to your full pumpkin. So that is how you make a felt ruffled pumpkin. And I will see you next month to make our Thanksgiving wreath. Before I go, I just want to mention, since it's Halloween time, it's a perfect time for a murder mystery. We have 3 that are still going on this month that you can sign up for. We have an old Hollywood whodunit that's at our Ravenna branch on Wednesday, October 13th at 6 p.m. And we have the one that's at North Muskegon, which is a Jazz Age murder mystery that's October 22nd at 7 p.m. We also have a Midnight at the Masquerade that's going on at our Norton Shores branch on October 27th at 6 p.m. So you can get signed up for those by calling the library or accessing our calendar on madl.org. I will see you next month to do another fabulous craft. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time. Bye.